one of the conventional views is what I call the unnecessary evil view. So fossil fuels are an addiction, they're evil, they're destroying the planet, and fortunately, we have all of these promising renewable technologies to replace them with. Everyone familiar with this view? The idea is we need to get off fossil fuels, and we can get off them quickly. Now, the response to that too often, particularly by the energy industry or the fossil fuel industry, is to say, well, no, they're not an unnecessary evil, they're a necessary evil. No, they're not an unnecessary addiction, they're a necessary addiction because, unfortunately, solar and wind aren't going to come along quickly enough. Say, look at Shell as a recent example, the Shell oil company. They have an explicit policy on their website that Shell's goal as a company is to reduce CO2 emissions to zero. There's an oil company. And they do these little skits online about how they're going to power things by footsteps, and they just built this soccer field that is allegedly powered by footsteps. I wrote an article about that, and I calculated that it's at minimum 147 times more expensive than natural gas, their footstep solution. But this is the view that, hey, and then they're at the same time saying, hey, let us drill in the Arctic, right? But we can't, unfortunately, we can't get rid of it all now. Yes, we want our industry to expire, but unfortunately, we disagree with the environmentalists about the expiration date. But this is a view, and Derek, I forget what was your adjective? Gooey, mucky?
Just icky.
Icky.
Yeah.
Sorry. Yeah. These are technical terms. So, there's something wrong. So there's unnecessary evil, necessary evil. And if you hear necessary evil, think about a lot of stuff you'll hear even from the right has at least a tinge of that. Especially anytime someone says, well, we're going to move, yes, of course, we want to move to solar and wind as soon as we can, et cetera, et cetera. And my view is different. So I don't believe in unnecessary evil or necessary evil. I believe in the third, which is superior good. So superior good. And superior good just means it's like anything else. It's like, like this. It's just saying, I buy this, I use this because it's the best thing available to me. It's going to enhance my life more than any of my other options. And by the way, it doesn't mean, it needs to be renewable. I plan on everyone should use an iPhone 6 for the end of time, otherwise we're not allowed to use it, right? It's not that kind of thing. It's not saying, it's perfectly clean, there's no pollution. Of course, there's mining and all kinds of other things. But what we're saying is this is a good thing and the risks and side effects are worth it and should be minimized, but they're worth it. The value that we gain is so large that it is good and we're not going to feel guilty for it. So that's the way I feel about fossil fuels.